Yo, what's going on, world? Welcome. Thanks for checking in. Join us. Well, if you're here, you're in the big dance, man. Congrats. You've done a lot, put a lot of time, effort in. You made a couple moves that those below you may have questioned, but now they're just looking up and shaking their head. So I'm just here to say congratulations to you. Um, Obviously, I'm Pat. That's Eric. Welcome to Fantasy Breakouts. Now, you guys have to pay attention to this video, okay? We're going to kick it off by, first of all, how to approach week 16 as far as your team. Then we're going to dive into some waiver claims. And then we're going to talk about some droppable players, okay? Some of you guys might not realize that, but there is droppable players, and we will tell you why that is. So, first of all, Eric, how are you approaching this week 16?
Well, pretty much know how you think. I've infiltrated everything you know. So, yeah, Pat and I are playing each other. In case you didn't watch the last video, uh, just how the things align this year, which is pretty cool. But yeah, first of all, yeah, I'm taking a look at my team. I can bring it up on the screen, I guess, in a second. But I just want to see, like, okay, I have CEH. Looks like he's done. Take him out. Don't hold anything back. Obviously, no Fab's gonna do you any good over the rest of the winter. And then I think you want to load up on whatever the other person's hurting at. I faced the top point scorer on our team on our league last week. I loaded up on three running backs. I pretty much burnt out my Fab because I was really focused on that matchup. And it's just how it is. And I maybe that did have a little bit of why I won. Came into play, but it's just play defense, play offense by seeing if you could exploit a need from the other person. But Pat, what do you think? Otherwise, what are you looking at with my team? And this is kind of weird, isn't it?
um, I said, regardless of the team, regardless of the situation, especially right now, I'm looking at what maybe could be, what maybe you need, like you said, needs wise. Something happens with somebody, something that you are maybe quote unquote good at right now, but you could be better at. Because I mean, whether it's 3 points or half a point, everything matters. So um, definitely look at both sides of the spectrum. You're not just looking at one team; you're looking at everybody's team, and definitely be on offense the entire time. Um, I don't know what kind of league you guys in, or what kind of. Some people are pretty petty, man. They might drop somebody that's valuable week 10 or something. Just funny stuff like that, or week 10, like on a Friday. Sorry. So just be on the lookout for that. You got to be on your eyes and toes at all times. So now, when it comes to waivers, I kind of did the same thing as Eric last week. I kind of was trying to look more into 15 and 16. I don't like the 1 week rental thing, but I try to spend the money and get valuable players at the time because some weeks like this week, I mean there is some valuable ones, but at the same time, a lot of that's already been predetermined. Obviously, some injuries. Me and Eric were talking about last video that there really isn't too many teams that there's about 3 or 4 of them that their destiny's already done. But the rest, a lot of teams are actually still having to play for something. So there's not really any too many like people that's like, oh yeah, that second string you want to have that. It's not really too many of those people sticking out. But as far as the quarterback position, Eric, what are you looking for?
Yeah, I think you're right. There's not a lot of teams that you were afraid they're going to put in their second string guys, right? At least week 16, so that's important. But yeah, quarterback wise, Jalen Hurts is still 40% available in Yahoo, probably more in ESPN. So I ended up grabbing him actually with a couple bucks. I think last week actually might have been five because I was looking at this matchup this week. So Jalen Hurts, I mean, he's going to run all over the field. He's going to have close to 80, 90 yards, more than likely rushing. So that's your floor. Otherwise, Mitch Trubisky has a good matchup this week. I'm not going to talk about him very much, but the other one, I think this is hurt actually because of the matchup. Marcus Mariota, he's playing the Dolphins this week. You got to hope that he's going to run a lot. The Dolphins haven't. I saw a stat. They they've given up 16 passing touchdowns. They have 16 interceptions this year, so that's not great for your quarterbacks going against them. And Baker has been kind of cruising lately. He could be a savior for you this week against the Jets, right?
Yep, they're playing Jets, and I'm just not one for Baker, man. I, I'm just not. I can't do it. But even though he's definitely not going to be in the same situation as Goff last week. We didn't have him highly ranked or anything, but not to say the Jets are going to do what they did to the Rams because they can just run. They don't, But at the same time, if you need to, if you're desperate, if it comes down to Trubisky and Baker or Mariota, I'm definitely taking sorry, Baker in that situation. Now moving on to running back. Um, Obviously with Eric Sansey, H is out, so Le'Veon Bell, great pickup. Um, Benny Snell, you paying attention? I know Pittsburgh didn't look the best, but opportunities are opportunities. Sony Michelle, be on the lookout for that too. He did get some runs last week, and that team they're playing. I forget. They're really not that good.
Oh, the Bills, right?
The
Yeah, the
Bills,
Bills.
yeah, you can run on the Bills. Not saying they're not good, but as far as runner,
Yeah, he
um,
averaged 7.5 yards a carry against the Dolphins.
yeah,
They
they
were
don't.
just losing the whole time. But
Yeah, um, Cam Akers is out, but if you want to play that mind game with Sean Payton, you be everybody else's guess. I'm not gonna do it, but if you're desperate, power to you. Good luck, bud. Wide receivers, who are you looking at from the wide receiver position, Eric?
real quick to the Rams, who would you rather have, Henderson or Malcolm Brown? I mean, maybe there are some
I
14, 12 team leagues where they have to choose.
I feel like Daryl Henderson he's going to get the most opportunities inside the 20s. I think Brown's going to get inside or yeah, the red zone looks. So you know what I
Okay.
meant. Like
Yeah.
he's going to get the a lot more opportunities and whatnot. But I think he could go ahead and if they're running really effectively and accurately and whatnot, I could see Henderson having 12 for let's say 90. While the other dude has 5 for 20 with 2 touchdowns. Like
Hmm.
I can see that. So I
Yeah.
just don't want to. I'm staying away. If you really want to go for the home run, I guess I would personally, I guess, go with Henderson. Hopefully, he gets one big break, 60-yard touchdown. But
Okay.
just avoid that if you have to.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, we did talk about these guys actually. These top two for receivers on our Sunday Q&A. But Russell Gage has filled in at the X position. He's getting a ton of looks. Zacchaeus is on IR, so you don't have to worry about him.
Hmm.
And Russell Gage, I think he's the next best receiver after Ridley. So go grab him. And that's a defensive move too. Don't just shrug it off if you're good at receiver. Okay. Otherwise, Higgins is looking great. Um, he's not. He's serviceable, right?
Hmm.
Behind Gage for sure. And then you have Darnell Mooney, keeps getting touchdowns, right?
Mooney's. I mean, I think they like him. They keep making sure he's part of the game plan. So ride with him. Yeah. So definitely, I like Mooney. Um, Tight ends. We're looking at Austin Hooper, Darren Arnold. We are
Platteville.
talking about tight ends. And outside of that, I got Dawson Knox. It's tight end season, man. You look at last week, Jared Cook was a great play. And yeah, so tight ends are tight ends. Um, Outside of that, man, anything else? Any other tight ends there?
Well, no, no. But defensive wise, I know you did pick up the Browns,
Mm-hmm.
and if you have Fab left, and if you think you don't have a defensive move, you don't have receive, or if you don't have receivers or quarterbacks, somebody to add to block your opponent, hey, maybe just spend all your Fab, all your budget on freaking Browns, right? Uh, Jets probably gonna come back to earth this week. So, but yeah, Pat wanted to cover also important part is who you're gonna drop along with who you're gonna add, right? How do you determine who you're going to drop this week,
But it's a
championship
give or
week?
take thing, right? When you're going into it, you first of all want to look at your team and say, ask yourself, like, is he gonna help me? Like, is he gonna help me? And he can help you by either being in your lineup or not being in your opponent's lineup. That's a question you gotta ask yourself. If he's not gonna do any of those things, do you owe that person? Is that person coming to hunt you down? Like, kick rocks, bro. Thank you. And some of it's gonna look really weird and funny and funky, however you want to say it. But if it is what it is. Um, some people feel like that's petty, and that's really just strategy. So don't feel any type of way. Trust your gut. You've gotten this far by making moves that you feel like you should do. So keep it moving. Like I said, while they're down there saying, "Oh, that's a stupid move," um, yeah. So, yeah, outside of that, man, I just definitely taking in account, like I said, what's going on. It's not what happened week one. It's week 16. Um, so
Hmm.
definitely taking account. We only have a few teams that aren't really playing for too much, so that's a good thing. It's been way worse in years past, way worse, man. So outside of that, anything else, Eric?
Yeah, I like what you're saying there. It's like you might have drafted these people, but what do I owe? I mean, hey, we'll have T Higgins. He'll be around for a while. He doesn't need to be on my team right now. See you later. We'll talk about you in the
Deuces.
summer. It's I don't. He doesn't know me. I don't know him. It'll be good.
It's
It'll be
nothing
good.
personal.
Nothing personal at all. But yeah, I was interested. We had a couple situations where the Pittsburgh defense couldn't get 3 points for somebody, and just crazy stuff happened a little too soon. All right, maybe I shouldn't have said that specifically, but hey, what's going on in your league? We want to know. We've been talking to you guys since week 6. We're 10 weeks into this, and we have a lot of fun, and some people we know by name, and yeah, what's going on in your guys' leagues? It's we're interested. It's not just a one-way street. We want to know what's up with you guys, and what you're doing, or if you have any punishments or anything like that for last place. Like we've talked about, you gotta buy. I think it's up to a keg now. If you
Hmm.
half keg, something like that for the draft. If you get ninth or 10th, but yeah, what's going on? We're interested in that. But otherwise, that's all I've got. We'll be up back later in the week with Pop Grandpa Shane. Grandpa Shane, the 4-5, the
Yeah.
fantasy. He's been playing it since '98, '88.
Fantasy extraordinaire.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, keep the questions coming. Reach out to us on social media and all that great stuff. We like that. We enjoyed that. It's week 16. Let's go ahead and get this championship. Fortunately, one of us has to lose, but um, yeah, man, it's been a great journey. Week 16. If you like the videos, want any more comments or anything like that, go ahead, like and subscribe. Shoot us a quick message, and then we got you. So other than that, thank you guys as always. I'm Pat. That's Eric. Good luck, and we'll see you. Tune in Sunday before. All right.
Yes, right after Christmas.
Or after.
Thanks.
Yeah. Have a great Christmas.
Have a great
Deuces.
Christmas. Bye.